Yo, what's going on, y'all? What is good, man? We got the last day of the regular season tomorrow, man. Should be a good one. Um, we got a lot of different playoff scenarios, and I'm ready to see how this is gonna play out, man. We got like four teams fighting for two spots in the Western Conference, and the main reason that I'm even worried about that is because I'm trying to see who the Lakers are gonna match up with. That's my biggest concern right now. I want to see who LA is gonna draw in that first round matchup as the 3 seed. So whoever gets that sixth spot, that is who LA will be matched up with. So that's the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to. We got a lot of other stuff going on, man. We got the play-in tournament coming up, obviously after tomorrow. Got a lot of shit popping off, man. We got some series that are already locked in. We got the Knicks locked in with the Pistons at the 3 and the 6 spot. We got the Pacers and the Bucks. We got to talk about them a little bit. We got to see, man. It's going to be, this might be one of the hypest playoffs, man. And I hope I don't say that every year. Maybe I do. But for some reason, it just seemed like this year got a lot of excitement around it, bro. You got a lot going on, man. Everybody's interested in LeBron and Luka first playoff run together. You know, the Warriors, they made that addition with Jimmy Butler. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. A lot switched up after the trade deadline. So listen, man, I don't even know where to start. Where should I start, man? Who should I talk about first? Who should I talk about first? Well, we could start with we got the Clippers and the Warriors fighting it out tomorrow. I think tomorrow afternoon, I believe. I think they got an early game going on. Clippers and Warriors going at it. And that game is going to determine a lot, man. Now, I don't think it's just that game because the Timberwolves also play. And so their game is going to have an effect too. So if the Timberwolves win and this team wins, then, just depends who wins, how the seeding will go. Now, I looked it up and they're saying if the Timberwolves, Clippers, and Nuggets win, then the Lakers will have the Timberwolves at the 6 seed. And then the Nuggets will be the 4 and the Clippers will be the 5. And the Warriors will drop to the play-in. If the Timberwolves, Warriors, and Nuggets win, then the Warriors will be the 6 seed and they will play the Lakers. And the Nuggets will play the Timberwolves as the 4 and 5 seed, and the Clippers will be in the play-in. If the Timberwolves, Clippers win but the Nuggets lose, the Lakers will play the Nuggets in the first round. Clippers will see the Timberwolves at the 4 and the 5, and then the Warriors will be in the play-in. And then if the Timberwolves and Warriors win but the Nuggets lose, then the Lakers will see the Warriors. Timberwolves will see the Clippers, and Nuggets will be in the play-in versus the Grizzlies. So Grizzlies are pretty much already locked into the play-in. It's just about those other teams, man, and where they're going to match up, where they're going to fall in at. So the Lakers, they could either play the Warriors, Nuggets, or Timberwolves. So it's a range of teams that they could play against. And I'm trying to think which team would I be more excited for the Lakers to go up against? Which team is going to be the best matchup for the Lakers? And now, personally, I think the Lakers can beat all of them, if I'm being real with you. If I'm being real with you, man, I think the Lakers can definitely beat the Timberwolves. I'm not too concerned. Timberwolves, they don't seem to be as good as last year. That's in my eyes. Um, Warriors, they might be a little bit of a challenge, man, but I'm rolling with the Lakers all day on that, bro. I'm gonna roll with LA when it comes to that matchup. Ain't nobody worried about Steph and them boys, man. Plus, Steph, didn't he just hurt his thumb or his finger or whatever the case may be? So we ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. We ain't worried about them, man. And then with the Nuggets, a lot of people are saying, y'all don't want to match up with the Nuggets. I mean, in my eyes, bro, we better than the Nuggets, man. The Nuggets, they didn't panic. They didn't fire their coach. Them dudes ain't the same, man. Them dudes they overly cooked now. The Nuggets are cooked, man. They don't play no D. Jamal Murray coming off that injury. I'm just not worried. I'm not worried about it, bro. So, to me, I don't see the Lakers going home in the first round, man. I just don't. Now, it's going to be competitive. I'm not saying that they going to sweep no team or nothing like that, but I don't see them boys getting sent home, man. I think it's probably going to be a highly competitive series, either one of those teams. Which team out of those three would I have less fear in? The least amount of fear out of those teams. I'm trying to figure that out. Timberwolves, Nuggets, or Warriors? I'm kind of leaning Timberwolves because I know what Luka's going to do to Rudy Gobert. I know he's going to do that boy dirty. Get that boy switched out onto him on the perimeter and absolutely cook that dude hibachi style. I'm a little concerned about Ant because he can get hot and start to go off. But after him, who else we worried about? We ain't worried about Julius Randle. We know how to slow down post players. We've done it before. So, maybe the Timberwolves and then out of the Nuggets or Warriors, hey, man, I don't know. If we got to match up with one of them, it is what it is. We're not going to run from it. We're not going to hide. We're not going to tuck our tail. We just got to play who in front of us. It's nothing you could do. Whoever you match up with, that's who you got to play. So, it just is what it is, man. Let me copy this real quick. But yeah, in case somebody want to pull up, got something to say. You definitely can pull up, man, chop it up. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm looking forward to this. This is pretty much what all NBA fans, this is what we wait for. We love the regular season because we get to watch some of our favorite players play. It's a lot of fun basketball, but the true test, the true excitement comes in, when the playoffs get here, because we know everybody's taking this thing serious. Everybody is playing as hard as they can, and it's no excuses. You have to beat a team 4 out of 7 times. Can you do that? You say the Knicks are first round exits. They might be. They might be. They matched up with the Pistons. We definitely got to talk about them. What's your prediction on that? How do you see the series going? How many games will the Pistons beat the Knicks in your opinion? I would love to see that though for Cade Cunningham to get a first round win and put out the Knicks. I would love to see that. I would definitely love to see that, man. I'm seeing a lot of people are picking the Pistons. I'm surprised that y'all are doing that. Most people tend to hate on the Pistons. I thought y'all loved Jalen Brunson and all them people. Pistons in 5? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. That's wild as hell. You think the Pistons gonna win in 5? So you really must hate the Knicks. You must hate the Knicks. I think Pistons more so in 6, I would say. I think the Knicks are solid enough to get 2 games, in my opinion. But to me, if the Pistons was fully healthy, they had Jaden Ivey too. You said the Pistons are a good team, but the Bucks will beat the Pistons in the series. I don't know. I don't know. What you think about the Bucks first round matchup? They going against Indiana. Who you got in that one? You say I don't hate them. I'm going by the matchups this season. Yeah, I mean, sometimes those matchups they could tell you the truth or they could tell you a lie. But I'm seeing a lot of people pick the Pistons. I'm just shocked. I'm very shocked. And it's not like people from Detroit or nothing. It's like Shat, you. Like these aren't even Pistons fans. They just you said Indiana. A lot of that is going to depend on if Damian Lillard is coming back or not. Even if he does, man, I think a lot of people still got Indiana regardless. Yeah, a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people. They think Indiana's gonna put out the Bucks. Bucks don't have solid 3-point shooters. What about what's dude name? Torian Prince. What about him? Gary Trent Jr. What about him? What about Bobby Portis? They got them. Bobby Portis, he back from his long ass suspension. She said Tyrese Halliburton gonna go off. He gonna get the Bucks up out of there, huh? To be honest with you, you saying what other people that I talk to are saying too. Everybody I've talked to so far think that the Pistons will win the series against the Knicks, and they think Indiana will beat the Bucks. Nobody has said the opposite so far. I'm leaning towards agreeing with that as well. Yeah, I'm leaning towards agreeing with that. You said you want a Warriors versus Lakers series. Yeah, it's very possible that the Warriors could finish at the 6th spot. It's very possible. Right now, it looks like the teams that the Lakers could face: Warriors, Timberwolves, or Nuggets. You said what, Cleveland isn't a thing, or the returning champion Celtics? I mean, we all know, we already know the Celtics pretty much. A lot of people think they're going to get back to the finals. I personally don't see Cleveland going that far. You say you feel like Brian is about to announce his retirement next season. Oh, yeah, probably next season, yeah. Not at the end of this season. He probably want one more year with Luka. And they talking about the Lakers gonna go get Jokic next season. But They would definitely have to give up Reeves. I don't know if they want to do that one. You said Cavs versus Celtics will be a good one. Celtics in 5. Celtics in 5 games. Maybe 6. Maybe 6. I think the way I feel about the Cavs is the same way you kind of feel about the Knicks. You said to get Jokic, they will need to give up a lot more than Reeves. Yeah, they're gonna need to give up Reeves, Rui. I forgot who else. Gabe Vincent. A lot of people. Basically everybody besides Bron and Luka. You say 5 games. That's my opinion too. But I'm starting to change my mind because Jaylen Brown, he's not healthy. I just seen the report. Jaylen Brown is getting injections in his knee and he's not healthy. So if that's the case, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, bro. If Jaylen Brown is not healthy, you said I told you that. I know you told me, but you didn't tell me he was getting injections. You did say he wasn't healthy. I will give you that, but he's getting injections in his knee to play games. That's bad. That's bad. That tells me you said he's playing like he's healthy. No, he's not. Go look at it. Go look at his numbers, bro. Go look at Jaylen Brown's numbers the last few games. They should have sat him a week ago. What type of injury is it? Is it just swelling or what the hell is it? Let me look up. He said he playing like he healthy. I don't agree with that. Let me look this up real quick. Jaylen Brown. Stats. Let's see. He's been missing some games. 22 minutes versus the Knicks. 6 points, 2 for 8. 15 points versus the Wizards in 22 minutes. 28 minutes. See, he wouldn't normally play that low of minutes, or maybe it was blowouts. I'm not sure. But he's got a lot of games he's sitting out in a lot of low scoring games. 9 points versus the Kings on March 24th. I'm used to Jaylen Brown at least being able to get close to 20 points. You said my bad. I meant not healthy. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you good. But yeah, bro's definitely not healthy, man. And I'm starting to change my mind because if he's not fully healthy, so you think they can't win at a high level without JB, but also don't feel like he deserved to win MVP over Tatum? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I see what you're trying to do there. You're trying to catch me up, but you're wrong. Those things aren't mutually exclusive, ma'am. I, I still think Tatum could have won MVP, but I do think they do need Brown in order to, compete for a championship. Now, they could probably get through round 1 and round 2 in the weak ass East without Jaylen Brown, in my opinion. But to win the chip, they probably need Jaylen Brown healthy, in my eyes. Maybe even in the conference finals versus the Cavs, it might be tough for the Celtics to win without Jaylen Brown, but I still think they could. But it depends on what kind of injury is it. Like if it's knee swelling or like if it keeps popping up every other day or he keeps needing those injections, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna be bad, and I might not pick them to win the chip unless Derek White and Porzingis start playing out of their mind, or Peyton Pritchard, he starts going crazy. So I'm not fully sure how that's gonna play out, but I hope he's healthy because I want everybody healthy for the playoffs. And I don't even like the Suns, right? But I kind of wanted them to be in it. I kind of wanted the Suns' big three to be in the playoffs to make it as exciting as possible. I mean, like I was telling my boy, if the Suns was in it and they ended up the eighth seed and they went against OKC, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. You say Luka was bleeding all over the place last season and still did what needed to be done. Well, I'm let me put that on the screen. I'm highly shocked that you said that. I know how you feel about Luka, but you're right. You're right. Luka, he kept bleeding out of that same knee. And he still cooked Jaylen Brown. He still was barbecue chicken and Jaylen Brown. You said what about the chicken nuggets? Man, it depends on where they line up and where they match up as far as seeding. But man, they could be a first round exit in my opinion. Not only do they not play any defense, man, they fired their coach and they new head coach, man. I just don't like the way that dude looks, man. That dude looks so damn weird to me. That dude looks odd, man. I don't know about that new head coach for the Nuggets. I just, for some reason, and I might be judging them based off looks, but that dude just don't look right. So I think Jokic is kind of coaching the team. So I don't have a lot of faith in the Nuggets this season. You said the Nuggets been playing hard though since Mike been fired. Yeah, but playoffs is a whole different animal. Playoffs are a whole different animal. So I don't know if they're gonna be able to keep that up. You said true. Yeah, you said so how do the playoffs work? What you mean by that? You gonna have to explain what you mean by that. There's 8 teams on each side, 7 game series, best 4 out of 7 wins it and advances. That's how it works. Let me look up a playoff picture right now and see how it's looking right now. But I mean, nothing is set in stone because of the whole play-in thing. Um, and because we got teams with close ass records. Playoff bracket. Let's see what they got right now. See what we looking at. Where's the damn bracket? You say tomorrow's about to be crazy? No, it is the best game. You already know it's gonna be that Clippers and Warriors. Steph and Harden, they talking about they gonna take it serious like a game 7. I'ma love to see that. I'ma love to see that, bro. T Wolves need to take care of business against Utah. Ant Tech was rescinded, so he'll be available to play tomorrow. Yeah, I did see that. But come on now, it's Utah. I highly doubt the T Wolves are gonna lose that. I'm glad you brought them up. How are you feeling about the T Wolves? I know you're a T Wolves fan, Ant, Nas Reed, and all them guys. So my question to you, who do you want Who do you want the T-Wolves to see in the first round? Would you be happy if they drew the Lakers in the first round? I wouldn't be if I was you, because I know they're going to the crib. Ah, they for sure going to the crib if they see the Lakers in the first round. You say I don't want to go against the Lakers as much as I hate Luka. That would be scary, man. That'll be. Whew, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I was you. I for sure wouldn't be able to sleep. Isn't number one playing number six in same division? No, the one is gonna play the eighth. See, the NBA is weird because it has divisions, but they don't even go by their divisions. Like divisions literally don't matter. You said OKC in the first round would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy in a bad way, right? Let me try to show you the bracket so you can see what I'm talking about. I need to find a good link to this bracket. NBA playoff bracket. Because you said something about divisions. They don't really go by divisions. Um, it's just kind of like a 1 through 8, and then since they added the play in, it's a little different as well. He said not in a good way for the T Wolves. The T Wolves are cooked. T Wolves are cooked either way. I don't think he or she meant division in that way. Conference. Okay. So if you meant conference, then number one will play number 8. Yeah, number one will play number 8. Number 3, which is the Lakers, will take on number 6. Number 2 will play number 7. Things like that. Why can't I find a good link for the bracket? All of this is like, I guess because they don't know who's gonna be in it, they haven't really put up a good one. Maybe I just got to go to NBA.com. All right, so we'll show this one. But this is not exactly real yet because we still have the games for tomorrow. You said Lakers are cooked if they have to go against Golden State. Hell no. Hell no. I don't believe that. Let's show this real quick. Let's share this. See if y'all can see that. You said, how do I prepare myself betting wise with the playoffs? Get you some good sleep at night and pray. That's how you prepare. And just know that you're gonna miss some bets. You ain't gonna hit everything. You say or Clippers with healthy Kawhi. So you think the Lakers are going home in the first round if they got to play Clippers or Warriors? I don't think the Lakers are going home in the first round regardless. Did you see Houston? Did you see Golden State get whooped by Houston? Yeah, I did see that. You said thanks, such wise advice. Well, I don't know what you're gonna be betting too. I don't know if you're gonna do player props or what. Can y'all even see that? Does it look small? Let me see. I could probably zoom in on this a little bit. So you could see right now that if the season ended today, which is not, so that's why those games tomorrow are so, huge. because we still got a lot to be determined. There are 4 teams in the West fighting for 2 spots. Nuggets, Clippers, Warriors, and Timberwolves are all fighting to be either 4, 5, or 6, I think. Yeah. Yep. And so right now, if the season ended today, this is how it would look. We would have the Kings and the Mavs, which I think that is locked in. The 9 and the 10 and the play-in. Whoever wins that, they have to play another game, and they will go against the loser of the 7 and 8, which in this scenario is Timberwolves and Grizzlies. Which that would be a crazy matchup. That would be a crazy matchup. The Timberwolves and Grizzlies, which we already saw them play, but still, I still think that'd be good. And then, this is how they would get in. Whoever gets the 7th seed will go against Houston. Lakers, Warriors. In this scenario, now Warriors might not be the 6th seed because they have to play the Clippers tomorrow. These guys have a 1-game difference between them. Now, if I really wanted to know what would happen, I would probably have to look at tiebreakers and things like that. But I just don't feel like doing all of that. I'm going to just wait till tomorrow is over with, and we'll probably go back live again and talk about it. But, yeah. You said T Wolves making the playoffs as long as we win tomorrow. Y'all are winning tomorrow. I mean, I have zero doubt. And I know you love the Jazz, but y'all are not losing to the damn Jazz. Come on now. Y'all lose to the damn Jazz. That would be. So let me ask both of you guys, Clippers or Warriors, what y'all thinking? Because I want to see who the hell is the Lakers going to get. Who the hell is the Lakers going to get in the first round, bro? You think Warriors going to win? Who is at home in that game? Let me see. Who's at home? Is the Warriors at home? Yeah, the Warriors at home. You said it's the Clippers at home. Nope. Warriors at home in Vegas. They have the Warriors favored by 2.5. This is the big game right here. This is a huge game. This is going to determine a lot. You said so. You think Clippers? Ish think Warriors. I'm still undecided. Part of me wants to say the Clippers, but I don't know, man. You said if Clippers adopt Houston's strategy, they will win against the Warriors. Bro, they was crying about that strategy, bro. They was sitting up there crying, bro. They was like, they was following Steph Curry. They saying Steph is questionable for that game, but he gonna play. I think he got some type of injury to his thumb or something, to one of his fingers. You said y'all think Steph about to let them lose. No, I think Steph about to go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I think Steph gonna play well. Jimmy probably gonna play well, but I don't know. A lot of people believe in the Clippers too. They kind of evenly matched. You said he has to play or else they will get smoked. You absolutely right. If Steph Curry sits out that game, I will lose all respect for him. I lose all respect for him, but I know he ain't sitting out. I know Steph gonna play. I already know Steph gonna play, but if they lose, it's over with. It's over with, man, because if the Warriors drop down to the play-in tournament, woo, Keith, who do you want to go against in the first and second round? In the first round, I can't lie. When you look at Timberwolves, Nuggets, or Warriors, who do I want to play in the first round? I probably want to play the Timberwolves. I think they're probably the easiest to beat. They probably the easiest to beat. And then in the second round, I'm fine with Houston. I'm perfectly fine with Houston. And this is no disrespect to Houston. I just think the Lakers, they can destroy Houston. I just think they can. Um, the reason why I don't really want to see the Nuggets in the first round is just because of the history. Even though I think if we did get the Nuggets, we would handle them. Because you got to keep in mind they lost their coach, so they got no coaching. And then Jamal Murray, I don't know. He's coming off that hamstring. I don't know if he 100. I'm not sure if he 100. I don't know. But if he is, then hey, it might be a good matchup. But the thing is, we have Luka now, another guy who can create. And I was looking at this post. They was like, we would have been in a play-in tournament if we still had AD. And I was like, huh? How? But he got injured and missed all of those games, all of them weeks. We probably would have been in a play-in tournament if we didn't never do the Luka trade. You said I think it will be a lot of upsets this playoffs. That what makes this postseason exciting. Yeah. So what is the upset you think gonna happen if you had to put your money on it? Just name one. What's the biggest upset you think that's gonna happen in this postseason? There definitely will be some upsets. Man, if the Lakers get sent to the crib first round, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be hurt, man. I'm gonna be hurt. You said OKC not making it to the finals. That's the biggest one. Because you don't think they could lose to any team in the West. Who would give OKC the biggest challenge in the West to you? Warriors beat Lakers. Man, if the Warriors and the Lakers match up, man, that is gonna be so crazy. Cause my ops are basically Warriors fans. So I'm gonna be arguing with them all day. Especially now that they have Luka. That would be so embarrassing. You said, well, we will have to see. So far, Lakers have made me the most money outside of the Clippers at home and the Thunder spread. Yeah, hey, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying, bro. That Thunder spread and fed families. You ain't lying, fam. But we can have all these predictions, but we just do not know how this is going to turn out. Like, the West is so damn unpredictable, bro. The West has got my interest so much. I'm not even really talking about the East. I'm not even really talking about the East much. Let's see. I think their play-in games are locked. So let me ask you guys: Bulls and Heat. Who wins between the Bulls and the Heat? You said weak ass East. No, the East got some okay teams at the top, but once you get below 6, it's like eh. You said, so you got the Bulls. You think Josh Giddey and them, you think they going to get it done. Okay. They have been up and coming. I think if you at the 9 or 10 spot, you got to win 2 games to get to the 8th seed, I think. That's how I think it works with the plan. You have to win your initial matchup, and then you'll play the loser of the Magic and the Hawks. You said it'll be close. I'm trying to think. They both ass cheeks, so I don't know. I don't really know who will win. Both of them ass cheeks. You said, yeah, that'll be an interesting game. I did not expect the Bulls to even make the play in. Yeah, the Bulls kind of got hot towards the end of the season, man. Josh Giddey, bro, and Kobe White, those are 2 players that's kind of slept on. Because I thought, like, when they lost Levine, I'm like, yeah, they ain't about to do shit. And then I think Vucevic was hurt. He came back. Him, Kobe White, and Giddey start balling. You said right. 7th and 8th play. Winner goes into the playoffs. Loser plays the winner between 9th and 10th. Okay, yeah. So the winner of the 7th and 8th automatically gets in. Okay, so since we know that, who do you guys got between the Magic and the Hawks? You said, yeah, that last game they played against the Lakers shows their potential. Yeah, they beat the Lakers twice, right? The Bulls beat the Lakers twice, one in a blowout and one at the half-court buzzer beater by Giddey. But who you guys got in the Magic versus the Hawks? Who's going to get to that 7th seed and go up against Boston? This is like the worst game to win because, yeah, you getting into the playoffs, but you probably about to get swept by Boston. Who would give Boston the biggest challenge, the Magic or the Hawks? Probably the Magic, man. You said you want the Hawks to win, but I think the Magic will pull it through. Probably. I think I'm going to roll with the Magic, man. I think I'm going to roll with the Magic. The Hawks, they don't have nobody. Like, they don't have anybody. I think the Hawks did like the worst trades during the deadline. Like they gave up all their pieces. You said that's why I said the Timberwolves could give OKC a 7-game series, 6 and 7 seed, the worst position to be in. Yeah, honestly. So Ish, who you think, Magic or the Hawks? I'm gonna go with Magic. I just don't see the Hawks getting it done, man. I just don't see it. I think Pablo or Paolo Banchero, I think they're gonna get it done. You say I am 0 for 1 in a 15-leg game money line. Bro, that's too many legs. What was your payout? $2 million? Boy, had a 15-leg parlay, bro. You said both mid to me 50-50. She said, I don't give a damn who win. They're going to get swept by the Celtics either way. I hit a 10-leg parlay game money line once. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you can hit those. Sometimes you can hit those. I didn't kind of slow down on betting these last couple weeks. I'm picking it back up. Once the playoffs start. You said Banchero and Franz going to be too much for the Hawks. Yeah, they out of there, bro. They out of there, dog. Yeah, I think I got the Magic beating the Hawks, and then what? They gonna get popped by the Celtics though. Magic about to get popped by the Celtics. It's probably gonna be 5 games. in my opinion. Yeah, I think the Celtics they gonna get them up out of there in 5. And then who's gonna be the 8th seed? Is it gonna be Bulls, Heat, or Hawks? I would give the Magic a game or two against the Celtics if they had Jalen Suggs. Man, Suggs, I don't know, bro. He do got defense, but he ain't gonna make that big of a difference. I don't know. You said 5 games is generous. Yeah, they out of there, bro. They out of there. I'm giving them 1 game because I think Bankero and France they could probably win 1 game at home. Like they probably can win one. But like I said, if Jaylen Brown, if that dude Jaylen Brown is not healthy, bro, man, I'm a little bit concerned. Not about the first round, but I'm just saying going forward. You said the Magic would be a playoff team with him. Yeah, they would be. They would be because I think last year they I forgot what seed they was last year, but I know they made the playoffs last year with them. And then Bulls, Heat, or Hawks versus the Cavs. They probably gonna get swept too. Justin, what's your thoughts on the West biggest upset? Who do you want to see go against each other in a series? You said the option to bet the championship is still available. I haven't decided who I should pick. I don't know if I'd be ready to pick the champion yet. I mean, if you pick Boston or OKC, you probably won't get a big payout. You probably won't get paid much if you pick one of the number 1 seeds. But if you want to just take a chance at it, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going with this is my first NBA season. So you don't really watch the NBA much? How you find this channel? How do you don't even you said you don't even rock with the NBA, huh? You said you don't even rock with the NBA. That's crazy. So this your first season. I've been watching NBA since I was like in elementary school. You said only till now I do. They gave me free money per month to bet. Oh, you just talking about gambling. This your first time gambling on the NBA or like watching the NBA? Shit, I thought I was going to the NBA when I was younger until I stopped growing. I'm like, damn, man, I'm only 6'3". I'm gonna have to become a point guard, and I ain't never work on being a point guard my whole basketball career. I've been a damn big man. I've been a power forward my whole damn career, and now that I'm only 6'3", ain't no way I could be a 6'3" center or power forward in the NBA. Unless I'm on some Draymond Green shit, but he taller than that. You said you had high dreams. Nice, man. It's hard as hell to make the NBA. If you ain't got the size, the height, it's over with. You said both. Okay, so damn, you new to the NBA. That's crazy, man. How did you even find the channel? You just start searching NBA stuff? We gonna teach you everything you need to know over here. We highly educated over here. We basketball experts over here. You said I don't have ESPN? Shit, I don't either. I got a I got a league pass and shit. You know there's ways that you can watch every game, right? You don't have to have ESPN. I hope you know that. It's it's websites you can stream all the games, bro. You say, or do I want to buy that NFL, NBA, MLB? Shit, I don't know. Which one you like? Which one you like the most? Package? Shit, it depends, bro. Which one you like the most? Shit. If you don't feel like spending the money, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I would find a streaming site that you could just watch all the games for free. You said you were about to get a cable box deal. Well, if you get cable, then you should have ESPN. You'll be able to watch all the ESPN games. 120 per year gets me 99% of the channels. And that's on you, man. I don't know. I don't know how you living, man. I don't know if you rich. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's on you. That's on you, dog. Sound like you be gambling a lot, so maybe you got it. Maybe you stacking. But yeah, man, I'm excited. You say I just like deals. Yeah, I'm excited for these especially for these games tomorrow and then the playoffs finally here. Of course, we got to get through the play in first. Play in should be some decent games. I think all of those teams are going to take it serious. And I think those teams are going to play hard. Bulls, Heat, Magic, Hawks. And as far as the West, we don't know the other two play into. Well, we know the Grizzlies just won. Kings and Mavericks. We don't know the last play-in team for the West. So, like I said, it could be the Nuggets, it could be the Clips, it could be the Warriors, it could be the T Wolves. So I'm not quite sure, but I think it's gonna be interesting, man. This is the best part of the year. He said he wanted to see the Clippers and Lakers. He said he wanted to see the Clippers and Lakers. He said Clippers will upset them if Brian not 100%. I think Brian good. I seen what JJ Redick said about Brian. He said he's good. He said he's good. Don't be wishing injury on my boy. You can't be wishing no ill will on my boy, man. But I don't know. To me, I think the most likely outcomes is either gonna be Warriors, T Wolves, or Nuggets. I don't think the Clips is gonna fall to 6. You said the last outing in regular season, Lakers beat the Clippers. Yeah, man. We ain't worried about them Clips, man. They better be worried about us. That's all I'm saying, man. They better be worried about us, man. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be locked in for tomorrow's games, man. I think really just the Clippers and Warriors. Outside of that, I don't know if any of those other games even matter, to be honest with you. T Wolves have tiebreaker over Clippers. If we win and they lose, they will drop down to 6. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at these scenarios and it's just kind of wild. It's like 4 different scenarios that could happen for different teams to get the 6 seed. Cause I don't know about all those different tiebreakers and stuff like that. I don't ever know. I don't ever know. But looking on Twitter and stuff, they said the most likely outcome is either gonna be Warriors or T Wolves. Maybe Nuggets. But I don't think the Pistons going to upset the Knicks like a lot of people think. Yeah, I'm seeing that, bro. I'm seeing that. I seen that a lot. Ish think that it said the Pistons gonna beat the Knicks in 5. You a Knicks fan, Justin? So what you think the series is gonna be then, Justin? You think Knicks gonna get them up out of there? And how many games? You say Cade gonna have to play 48 minutes a game. No, I don't think so, man. They do got Schroeder as the backup. They got Schroeder as the backup, man. I think Pistons do got a chance, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Is the Knicks fully healthy? Like they whole starting 5 healthy? OG, Brunson, Cat, Bridges, and Hart. Is they all healthy? Last I checked, I don't know if Josh Hart and them healthy. He said, "Hell no, I want Detroit to win, but I don't think it's gonna happen." You said everybody healthy. Okay. Damn, I was hoping some of them Knicks players was hurt. They haven't won against a good team. She's not lying about that. I seen that stat the other day. I seen that stat the other day that the Knicks was like 0-10 against all the top teams. But the Pistons ain't necessarily a top team, right? But I think the Pistons won the season series. You said the Pistons 3-1 against them during the season. So yeah. You said the Pistons won't win it. They just got beat by the Wolves. You said, but do that matter in the playoffs? Nah, technically, nah, it don't. You said Pistons are in the playoffs. They are good enough. Okay, so y'all just disagree on that. Me, I think the only reason I want to lean Pistons is because I want them to win. But if I take out me wanting them to win and I just try to look at it objectively, it's gonna be tight. I don't think this is a short series. I don't see no Pistons in 5 or nothing like that. I see potential 7 if Pistons will win this. It'll have to be 6 or 7 in my opinion. You said nothing will change in the playoffs, Justin. So you confident. Y'all might want to put a little wager on that. I'm always thinking about gambling, man. I got to chill. You said Knicks got too many weapons for the Pistons, in my opinion. Damn, so you saying the Pistons like they ain't got shit. You acting like the Pistons just dog shit. Where have the weapons been all season? She said, where the weapons been all season? The Knicks have been a little bit of a disappointment, Justin. You got to admit that, bro. You said they 50-31. What you mean? You said the weapon has been on the bench. They got the same record as the Lakers. Don't even say that, bro, because you already know that it's harder to win 50 games in the West than it is in the East. Knicks about to get embarrassed and Tibbs is about to be fired. Oh, you making a bold statement. I kind of see this as a long series the more and more I think about it. 50-31 against who though, right? He leaving out that they played in the weak ass East. He leaving that part out. None of the top teams in their conference. I say Knicks in 6. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who am I picking. I think my heart wants the Pistons to win, but I do kind of agree with what Justin's saying. Like the Knicks have talent, bro. They haven't been able to really put it together in the season, but they have players that can hoop. You said they aren't going anywhere. Cavs and Celtics have their number. That is very true, but what that got to do with the Pistons, though? What that got to do with the Pistons, though? And that's saying a lot coming from Justin because he is, he is born over there in the Detroit area. So I think he being fair and objective on his thoughts on this one. Knicks and 6, that sounds kind of fair. Sounds kind of fair, man. But man, I know a lot of people who think the Pistons is gonna beat them. A lot of people are saying the Pistons are gonna get the Knicks up out of there, and if that happens, I would be. I don't know if I'd be shocked, but I'll be kind of happy actually. You said yeah, but the Knicks always seem to lose against an upper echelon team. Maybe the playoffs might be different, and Brunson needs to be completely normal again. Yeah, that is true. That's true. They do lose to top teams, but are the Pistons necessarily a top team? Are they like they're a 6 seed? You say it says a lot that they can't be the top 2 seed in the East or any of the top teams. Pistons also have more grit and hungrier. Pistons do be playing together for real, man. Pistons, I follow them on Instagram. They be dancing and shit before the games. They act like a real family and shit. They probably all eat dinner together every night, doing all them little pregame dances and shit. They be having fun, man. They be having a lot of fun out there. But the Knicks is gonna be it's gonna be tough. I can't just say Pistons easily. To me, I'm leaning 50-50 right now. My heart is with the Pistons. My head is kind of leaning Knicks. You said Knicks have no confidence. I've been watching. You said OKC got the same chemistry. That's why I think they're gonna come out the West. I mean, they added a couple new players. They added Hartenstein, Caruso. So it ain't exactly the same. But they did, they did play together last postseason. Cavs and Celtics took all their heart, and then the Pistons went the other day, sealed it. Man, I don't think OKC gonna get it done, bro. So what you got to say about OKC and they second option, Jalen Williams? You think he's ready, bro, to be a consistent second option offensively? They gonna need that, bro. OG and Josh Hart didn't play though, and they both can be game changers. I'm telling y'all, Knicks playing scared. Man, I hope Cade Cunningham go crazy. I hope Cade Cunningham go berserk, man. Hey, Ish, so if the Knicks win, what you gonna come in here and say? What's gonna be your excuse? You said you bet on the Cavs to win the championship. That's a bad bet, brother. That's a bad bet. You said Cade gonna have to average a 35-point triple double to beat the Knicks. You think so? I don't think so, man. Cade is not gonna have to average that much, bro. He probably will average around 30 though, the way he been balling. You said Brunson was stat padding the other night. No ball movement from him. They are crumbling. Brunson is kind of a ball hog, low key. You said if I gambled, I would put money on it. You would probably get a good payout because I think the Pistons are going to be underdogs in that series. I haven't looked at it. Let me see it. Do they have that series up like on the betting website? Let's see if I can look that up and see who Vegas think. You said Williams definitely ready in my opinion. He plays defense also. Jalen Williams ain't that consistent, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He averaged 38 and 5 during the season against them. Damn, that's a lot. And you don't think he can if he did that during the season, you don't think he can do that in the playoffs? I think he can, bro. Who they gonna put on Cade? Probably what? Hart or OG or Bridges? Which one? You say Ish, teach me what to bet for tomorrow. Nah, she the wrong person to ask. Don't ask Ish. She gonna have you betting on Nas Reed and them. You said Pistons plus 240 to win the series. Damn, that's good ass money if they win that series. If you bet that. You said I don't know how the betting works. I got the Warriors winning tomorrow. I think he can, but who's going to be that second option for the Pistons? Duran, Tobias. True, true, true. True. I mean, probably a combination of Duran and Tobias, and maybe Tim Hardaway. Don't forget about Thompson. See, the thing about the Pistons, they got a lot of different guys that step up. Beasley comes off the bench. Schroeder helps out. Your boy Isaiah Stewart probably gonna punch somebody in the face. You said stop playing with my Timber puppies, man. If the Timberwolves, if they match up with the Lakers, you better not go nowhere. You better not go nowhere. You better show up, Ish, and you better defend your Timber puppies each game of that series. You said 6 ways, 2 money lines, 2 over-unders, and 2 spreads. Yeah, you asking the wrong person. She probably only know how to bet money lines. But that's good money to bet on the Pistons, though. Is Cat gonna tell Stewart he a hoe like he did Draymond? Hell no. You already know that, bro. You already know, bro. You say, I don't know. They could upset against the Lakers. The West is unpredictable like that. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. He said, geez, you worse than me. But yeah, that's gonna be a series I got my eye on. I'm gonna be paying attention to that Pistons and Knicks. You said Randall going to get his revenge against the Lakers? Man, Randall ain't all that, bro. See, the thing about the Lakers, they know how to stop them post players, bro. You seen what they did to AD the other night? You said, wait, what revenge? You know Randall played for the Lakers. You know Randall played for the Lakers a long time ago. But to me, I think I want the Lakers to match up with the Timberwolves. You said that don't always mean anything. The sports critics got to let that go. Yeah, the revenge thing. You say I thought it was some other smoke going on. Nah, I don't think it's no real smoke. It ain't no real smoke going on. But all I know is they gonna lock Randall up. The views will be through the roof. Ant, Luca, and LeBron. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can't wait till we till all the series get locked in. We gonna do another live. We gonna talk about each series right now. I want to talk about them, but we don't know who the hell is gonna match up in the West. You said I would need to go out and watch the games. Yeah, I do want to do that too. She said I need to go to the bar, give me a Patron shot, and watch these games. No, I'm definitely gonna be going out for some of these games. I'm gonna try to go live for some of them. If I don't go live for some of the games, I'm gonna just do a post game show. We gonna talk about them. We gonna talk about the games, how the series going, predictions, all that. But I'm definitely gonna be trying to go out and watch some of these games too. I gotta catch a Lakers playoff game. I got to. They got this spot called Cosm with a big ass TV screen. That bitch is huge. I want to go there and watch the Lakers game. You said you didn't go live for T Wolves versus Grizz or Lakers versus OKC. I know I missed those. I missed those. I was slacking. I was slacking for sure. You said Randall got something against the Lakers. He always goes off against them. Man, ain't nobody worried about no damn Julius Randle, man. If we worried about anybody, it's Ant. If we worried about anybody, bro, it's Ant. You said it was something to do with his contract, man. Fuck his contract, dog. Julius Randle ass cheeks. Don't forget to take a look outside for the pinkish full moon. Oh, that's today? I didn't know that was going on today. You said, man, ain't nobody worried about Julius Randle. I'm not capping. I'm being serious as hell. Ain't nobody worried about Julius Randle. You don't even want him on your team. Don't think I forgot. I heard you earlier this season, like maybe a month and a half ago. You was talking about Julius Randle. You said he was getting on your nerves. Yeah. This man hate Randle because he ain't want to play with Brian. No, it's not that, bro. Randle is just not that good. Randle, bro, he's not a superstar, bro. Randle's not that good. I'm telling you, man. His game, you could easily stop Randle, bro. Dude can't shoot. Soon as he try to post, all you got to do is send, you got a hedge or send a double. He gonna be forced to pass. If you make Julius Randle a jump shooter, you can beat them easily because he's not gonna knock down them shots. You said he's good, but he's not consistent. Exactly. Exactly. You said today and tomorrow. I like Randle. He came on my radar recently and has been pulling weight player prop wise. Well, shit, that's a guy I never bet on, so I wouldn't know. He don't never get it when I bet on him. You said, wait a minute, he did carry the Knicks as the main guy. Is that true? Carried the Knicks as the main guy? You talking about with Brunson? He's getting better at passing. Him being injured allowed him to see how these teams need him to play. Man, I don't believe in Randle as much as you guys. Julius Randle, man, he's all right, bro. I don't believe in him as a shooter. And I just don't think he's good enough, man. Period. You say none of them East matchup excite me other than the Pistons and Knicks. Hey, Justin, who you got for the Pacers and Bucks? You don't think that's gonna be a good one? You said everyone's got an opinion until the game is said and done. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's what this channel is for. I want all y'all opinions, man. That's all we do over here. We just giving our opinions. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. I want everybody to share their opinions. You said Bucks if Dame playing. Is Dame playing though? You said you thought Dame was out for the season. Shit, I did too. He got a blood clot. I don't know. Yeah, he got a blood clot like Wemby, so I don't know. One blood, one blood, one blood, one blood, one blood. That dude ain't playing again, bro. That dude out of there, bro. I don't think Dame playing. If he do, he probably will miss a couple games in the series and then try to come back towards the end. You said Dame is out for the season. Well, I didn't see that report. Um, they never reported he's out for the season, but they updated the report. They said he's progressing well, but with a blood clot, I don't think they like to. They don't take those lightly. They take those seriously, man, because that could seriously like you could fuck around and die with them blood clots. But they never officially said he was out for the season. They never said that. Bucks can still get it done though. Y'all don't believe in Giannis? Nah, nah. Say no, I do. I believe in Giannis. It's just, is he gonna be able to withstand all of those double teams? He said that song stuck in my head. I don't know why I started singing that. I just thought about it. But is Giannis gonna be able to withstand all them double teams? Because they gonna just double Giannis the whole game. He ain't really playing with no other true threats. You say, I guess the location of his blood clot is not as bad as Wemby's. It's in his calf. I think Wemby's was his shoulder. Yeah, I don't know which one is worse. I just thought blood clots was bad either way they're at. You said one man superstar can't get the job done. In my opinion, you need several great players to make the team work well. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, man. I definitely kind of agree with that. You said they cleared Dame for basketball activities a few days ago. You said really, Okay, so I'm just now finding out what GTK mean. I guess that means good to know. That's the only thing that'll make sense in this context. Good to know. Y'all, man, y'all make abbreviations for everything. GTK, that sounds like a gang, GTK. But even if Dame come back, you think he gonna be like playing like at his highest after missing all this time? You think he's gonna come back in dropping, 25 a game? He could be a little rusty when he come back. That'll be my concern. But yeah, them I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like you said, them series in the East, they not as exciting, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Them series in the East, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. But in the second round, they'll get a lot better. You said I'm waiting for Cavs and Celtics. That's the only one I really care about. The West is a completely different story because they first round series is about to be lit. Yeah, even them first round series in the West about to go crazy. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I hope somehow the Lakers can match up with the damn T Wolves. You said so the Rockets have no chance. Well, we ain't saying that, but I don't think anybody really believes in the Rockets. Like nobody truly believes in the Rockets, bro. Like nobody thinks they're a real contender. Do you think the Rockets is a real contender? Wolves will probably go against Denver or Rockets in the first round. And what's your confidence level on that? Them versus Nuggets, I would love to see that again. Dylan the villain, definitely someone to watch out for, man. Dylan Brooks, bro, he gonna get cooked. Dylan Brooks gonna get his ass cooked, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We beat both of them 6 games, maybe 7 for the Rockets since they hungry. It's nice to watch the game and all, but when it comes down to it, it's about who makes the most consistent money betting wise. He said, all I'm worried about is gambling. Fuck what y'all talking about. You say Ant already cooked him? Trying to be Draymond and got cooked. Everybody cooks Dylan Brooks, bro. I don't know why people act like he's feared or something. Even when he tried to do that shit on Brian, Brian cooked his dumb ass. But yeah, we got a lot of exciting things coming up, man. They saying that this Clippers and Warriors game gonna be like a game 7. How about AD almost having a quadruple double? Man, ain't nobody worried. Nobody worried about AD, man. AD, where the fuck, where was that shit against the Lakers, man? AD sat up there and folded against the Lakers like that. You say Jaylen Brown said if one of y'all let that bad step to him, he land y'all out. No hesitation. No, Jaylen Brown, he wrong for saying that. But you know what I do to Jaylen Brown? I'm kicking his ass in that weak ass knee he got. Yeah, he really gonna need an injection fucking with me. Talking about if one of y'all parlay dudes step to him. Nigga, I'm drop kicking that kneecap. You say the Mavs are kings. Man, I'm so uninterested in that matchup, but Mavs or Kings? Who will win? Mavs or Kings? Probably Kings since the fucking since AD can't seem to beat Sabonis ever. That's crazy that like Klay Thompson went to the Mavs to play with Luka, and then Luka ends up leaving. You say glad you didn't go pro in the NBA, Keys, or your feet would probably be looking deformed. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, shit. My shit kind of looking deformed now. So it'll be worse. You said they was triple teaming that man the whole game. That's no excuse. You was disappointed in AD. The Kings pissed me off firing Mike Brown. Same with Mike Malone. That's how it go, man. Got to get it done, or you getting up out of there. You getting up out of there, man. That's how I go with the NBA. I mean, you can't sit up here and you can't you can't last longer than the players if you the coach. They always gonna pretty much roll with the players for the most part. And I guess Jokic and Malone, they wasn't even that cool. You said I want them to fire Finch. They firing the wrong people. You do hate Finch. You've been on his head for a while. I can't lie. I can't lie. You've been on Finch head for a while. So did we ever get a full answer why Luca actually got traded? Yeah, they said he was fat, out of shape, unconditioned. They hate his off the court habits that he drink beer and smoke hookah. They said he gets injured a lot. Yep, that's pretty much the reason why they traded Luca. You said Melo said the Spurs should go get Malone. Shit, they can. They can. It ain't gonna help them. Actually, oh, I forgot about De'Aaron Fox and them being over there. Okay. De'Aaron Fox, Wimby, Coach Malone. That might be solid, bro. That might be solid. I ain't gonna hold you. That ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That might be a solid move. But they'll probably still have some building to do. I don't know how they would keep their roster. I don't know if they'll keep Chris Paul, get rid of him. You said they didn't want to pay him that supermax also. Oh yeah, that's another reason why they got rid of Luca, because they didn't want to pay him all that money. But the reason they didn't want to pay him all that money is basically all the reasons that I said. You said, nah, I don't believe just those reasons. Must be something else. Yeah, it was the money thing too. They didn't want to pay him that contract. How much was that contract supposed to be? Like what? Like 300 plus million? But he's worth it though, in my opinion. He's worth it though. You said I love coaches like Malone and Emmy Spicy and will curse the players out and go as hard defending them during games. Yeah, Emmy Udoka, he's doing a great job. Malone do be going at people for real. You ain't lying about that. You say 345 mil. He probably is worth it. Hasn't he been like first team all NBA like damn near every year? He lost 100 million getting traded. They did him so foul. Yeah, that shit bold. That's why he dropped 45 on they bum ass when they played. That's why he went crazy. Losing 100 million is crazy, bro. I would have crashed the hell out. Had my dog sitting up there crying during the tribute. Make sure y'all hit that like too if you haven't, man. But yeah, that was a crazy trade, man, and that's why I'm so excited to see what the Lakers gonna do, because that's going if the Lakers go far, if they even get to the finals, bro, you know Mavs fans are about to go crazy. Mavs fans is gonna lose they shit, bro. You said he also has to pay more taxes being in LA compared to the Texas taxes. Yeah. You said I hit the like. Appreciate you, Jalen. Appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, you do got to pay more taxes, no cap. The other two opinion contributors didn't. Yeah, man, they ain't even hit the like for me, dog. That's wild. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. He said I did. He capping, dog. Say nah. But yeah, man, if and then it's gonna look even worse if the Mavs they don't even make the playoffs and the Lakers go like to the finals or to the Western Conference Finals, bro. And then the thing about it, like, let's say this year Mavericks plans didn't work out. They expected AD to be with Kyrie and Clay, PJ, and all them. Well, next season, shit, it might not work out because Kyrie got the ACL. So it ain't no telling when the hell Kyrie Irving is gonna be back. Like, we don't know when Kyrie is gonna be back, bro. I don't think he's gonna play beginning of next season. He's gonna take a while to get back. So you still ain't gonna have Kyrie for a while. They need to go get KD. That's their only hope. I keep hearing that. A lot of people saying that they gonna go get KD. But man, that's some weak shit. That's some weak shit if they go get KD, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. If they go get KD, I ain't supporting that, bro. I ain't supporting that. You said Mavs would be in the playoffs if everyone was healthy easily. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure they would be in playoffs. Yeah. Yep. You say that's what happens when you put Kyrie in max time play without a solid backup of players. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They was playing Kyrie hella minutes, bro. You said they don't need to get anyone. So Ish, you think they just need to run it back with the same squad next year? They probably need another guard to help while Kyrie is out. They probably need another guard to help while Kyrie is out. You said that's what. No, I already read that. You said Kyrie said that was a lie. Yeah, he said it wasn't about the minutes, but still, like, bro, he was playing. He was playing like 40 minutes. You'll have to stop disrespecting Kyrie. No, we know how good Kyrie is. It's just he's not gonna be fully healthy till like a while into the season. Can they sustain playing well without him? Can Najee Marshall and Clay and PJ Gafford, Lively, AD, can they hang on until Kyrie gets back in there? Because I don't. necessarily believe in Spencer Dinwiddie as a starting point guard. I like him as a backup. I don't like him as a main guard. You said, yeah, Kyrie don't need to be the number one option if you want him available in June. Exactly. Facts. That's the truest shit you done said. You said, did they hit a nerve ish? We seen it last year. I think they are mentally broken from the Luka trade. It's so much pressure and backlash. Man, it could be some truth to that. It could be. But right now for the Mavs, it looks like they gotta win 2 games to get in. So they have to beat the Kings, right? And then they would have to beat the loser of the 7 and 8 seeds. But to me, I think the Mavs should just worry about next year. Running back, if I'm Nico, this season is over for the Mavs. They won't go anywhere without Kyrie. That is absolutely true. That is true. Running back, I'm not sure. I don't think adding KD is bad, but I don't think it's a guarantee that it'll work. I don't think it's a guarantee that if you just toss KD in, well, I mean, KD, AD, and Kyrie does look scary, but wouldn't they have to lose a couple pieces if they do that? You say the Kings have lost me the most money, can't bet on them or against them. Yeah, don't even mess with the Kings, man. They got some decent players on the team, but you can't rely on them. You can't rely on the Kings, man. Yeah, so just save your money. You said, well, if Mark Cuban didn't sell his share, he would have still had control of the Mavs. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. And I seen Mark Cuban doing all them interviews talking about how he didn't approve of the trade. I'm like, why you sell the share then? You said, I know Mark Cuban pissed that he gave Nico the right to trade players. Yeah. Yeah, y'all said the same thing at the same time. Yep. But yeah, I seen Mark Cuban doing all them interviews. I'm like, bro, you sitting up here talking about you didn't approve of the trade. Bro, you basically let it go down. You don't want to let the trade go down, bro. I see somebody subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all, whoever that was. But yeah, I'm like, Mark Cuban, you sitting over there crying and shit. You said that man said he would divorce his wife before he traded Luka. He did say that shit. I ain't gonna lie, he did say that. That man said he'd divorce his wife, bro, before he trade Luka. I don't know if that's crazy meat riding or what. Let me look that up. Mark Cuban, Luka. I think he did say that shit, bro. That's some crazy meat riding. But no, he know how good Luka is, man. Luka was traded to the Lakers. That's the position he should want to be in. He's playing next to LeBron James. Doesn't get any better than that. How's the wife supposed to be thinking? definitely jockstrap sniffing. He probably was supplying Luka with unlimited beer and hookah. Probably was, bro. To me, I would allow Luka to get away with that if he's balling, bro. Like, to me, what the Mavericks was doing, they was predicting that Luka would fall off. That's why they traded him. Their prediction that he would not continue playing like he was, not at a high level no more, that due to him smoking hookah and drinking beer, they thought he was going to continuously be out of shape, and they thought he'd probably get injured continuously because he don't take conditioning serious. That's what they thought. That's a dangerous bet to make when a guy keeps making first team all NBA. Mark Cuban also said he didn't have any part of the trade other than a message acknowledgement. I can think of 345 million ways why he want to be in Dallas instead of LA ish. Facts. Yeah, money wise for sure. So what's the most that the Lakers can offer Luka? Since we know he can't, it's probably you said he lost 100 mil, so it's probably what Luka can only get 245 mil from the Lakers. You said he doesn't play defense and he doesn't put up Jokic numbers. I mean, his numbers is a little similar to Jokic, right? I mean, they both. Jokic is a way better rebounder, and yeah, Jokic probably do get more assists too. You said yeah, but to trade for AD, he's kind of old and also prone to injury with a few secondary players sketch. Oh, I agree with you, Jalen. Yeah, yeah, that's. I thought that ever since the trade went down. I thought it was a bad move. I still like AD though. Like, you know, I ain't got a problem with AD, but AD's older. You said, and then not to forget, AD got hurt soon as he suited up for the Mavs. You said he also cost them the finals against the Celtics. See, I don't like that. That's not. I don't think that's accurate to say. You can't say he cost them the finals. He's the reason that they got there. You cannot say that Luka cost them the finals. That is not true. You say they called around. You said don't start lying. They called around to other teams. Lakers were the only to bite. AD is great next to Kyrie when healthy. A match made in heaven. How can you say that when you haven't really seen it? You haven't seen it for more than what? Have you even seen it for 5 games? You're going off them playing together on paper. You're not going off seeing it. You got to see it to believe it. You need me to send you the footage. Yeah, send me the footage of you capping because that's what you're doing right now. You said, yeah, he's definitely the reason they got there. Ish. They haven't had time to synchronize yet. Exactly. They haven't had time to even. I saw them when they were healthy. For what? 1 game? What? 3 quarters? I don't think Kyrie and AD even played long together. How long did Kyrie and AD play together? I know Justin probably know. If you still in here, Justin. It couldn't have been more than he said she talking about that 1 game against the Rockets. Yeah, that was it. That was it. And she talking about it's a match made in heaven off 1 game. See, is she be tripping? He said for like 2 games. Nope, it was one. Only 3 quarters exactly. 3 quarters. What more did we need to see? You on your own on that one, Ish. You definitely had. So let me get this straight. You needed to see LeBron and Luka for more games, right? You got to see them for the playoffs, but you don't need to see AD and Kyrie. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. They was balling, though. They was balling, but what happened to AD? Went down with injury, and if he was still on the Lakers, hey, y'all said Jokic would be a great fit next to Luka without seeing them together. Who is y'all? See, don't come over here saying what people from Twitter saying. Don't do that. Don't do that. Them words ain't never came out of my mouth. But I kind of do agree that Kyrie and AD is a decent fit next to each other. But I'm just saying we gotta see it. Don't backpedal. Ain't nobody backpedaling. But don't crown them like they about to just be a force and you ain't seeing shit. Cause now they're both injury prone. And like Justin said, Kyrie is best as a second option. So let's say they don't go get KD. Who's the number one option on the Mavs if they don't get KD? Is it gonna be Kyrie or AD? It's gonna have to be AD, but then what's gonna happen to AD? He gonna get injured. You said y'all always say what y'all could see players together balling. No, I agree with you. They could ball together, but don't crown them this early. After 3 damn quarters. So do you think they're a championship team? You said Kyrie was carrying the Mavs as a first option before the Luka trade. Here we go with the Kyrie disrespect. It's not Kyrie disrespect. Kyrie is not best suited. He's not best suited as a number one option. You know this. She always talking about some disrespect. Ain't no damn disrespect. We all rock with Kyrie. You said Klay Thompson, laugh my ass off. We all rock with Kyrie, but he's not a number one option. He's not best suited as a number one option. He has shown he can be the number one option for the Mavs team. Best two-way player on that team when Luka was a Mav. All right. All right. All right, Ish. All right, Ish. If that's what you want to say, if that's how you want to play it. And you acting like Kyrie is just some elite defender. He said, Ish, you should be a lawyer. Yeah, Ish, she always arguing some BS. Watch your mouth when you talking about Kyrie, most skilled handle in the league. What the hell handles got to do with fucking playing winning basketball? Kyrie is a second. Okay, so let me ask you this, Ish. When Kyrie won the chip in 2016, was he a number one option? This is a yes or no question. Just say yes or no. Don't say nothing else. Kyrie for sure is the most skilled player in the NBA history, but them knees can't hold up. We not knocking his game at all. Facts. Facts. We ain't knocking his game. She said cooked Luka in a 1v1. I'm not talking about 2016. I'm talking about this Dallas Mavs team. Okay, ish. Yeah, but those handles aren't that smooth. His transitions are sloppy at times. Okay. Now she gonna go in on you for that. She gonna protect Kyrie handles. She ain't gonna like that comment. She ain't gonna let you get away with that one. In my opinion, since you said you talking about this year, I would probably let's talk about next season because we already know he hurt. I would probably play through AD if I was the Mavs. I wouldn't have Kyrie as the number one. No, I'm not giving any energy to delusional comments. You funny as hell. Nah, you funny as hell for that. We seen Kyrie cook Ant Man though. She ain't gonna mention that. You said, yeah, put Kyrie up against Dyson Daniels and see how the results will be. Uh oh. Uh oh. He said Dyson Daniels will lock up Kyrie. Uh oh. You say he's better than at both sides of the ball. Ish, where is you getting all this Kyrie as a defender stuff? I'm not really seeing that. I don't see. I mean, Kyrie. What I will give him, he tries defensively. He tries defensively. Yeah, I don't see Kyrie as some defender ish. I don't. I don't. When you talk about Kyrie, you don't say two-way player. I don't think he clamped Ant. Yeah, he did. You said you wild and Kyrie would cook him. Yeah, Kyrie probably would cook Dyson Daniels some of the times. You sipping if you think he a better defender than Ant. That's what she's saying. She's saying that. I'm not. I don't know. She might be. Ish might have had a couple too many Casamigo shots or something. Or she might have hit the blunt before she hopped on the live or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think Ant he do got better defense than Kai. He plays man to man defense, unlike Luca's fat ass. Man, we already know. We see. Don't even bring Luca up. We know Luca don't play deep. We already know that. We talking about your other comments. You say Ant is considered a two-way player. Yeah, Kyrie not. Kyrie is not considered a two-way player. And Ish, you better not say that he is. Ant definitely a two-way player. He is. We all agree on that. He played D. Kyrie don't. I mean, Kyrie tries, but he's not a great defender. I just think Kyrie is more seasoned overall. He said he's seasoned, huh? Yeah, Kyrie is def cooking now that he's not gonna play. No, that's a funny comment for real. Dude cooking in the kitchen. He plays better D both in. I don't know what you meant by that. I can't read that. Red ends than LeBron and Luca. So this is my take on defense, man. And I said this before. I know a lot of people disagree with me. To me, you don't have to be a great defender in the NBA. And I think that players can be a better defender than you, and you can still be better than them. Because it's about impact. Here you go with the BS. No, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. It's about impact. Now, so let's talk about Jokic, right? Jokic doesn't have a reputation as being a defender. So you telling me in a draft, you won't pick Jokic on your team because he don't play D? You telling me that you would say, nah, you said Jokic is a center. Yeah, I understand that, but we talking about two-way. We talking about playing D and O. I would take a great offensive player that's an average defender, is what I'm trying to say, over an elite defender that's average offensively. Guards need to be two-way players. Well, it's not that many. Jalen Brunson ain't a two-way player. Kyrie Irving ain't a two-way player. Jokic has one of the best for stealing. I did notice Jokic do be getting some steals here and there. I think he averaged almost damn near 2 a game. Boston Celtics' entire starting lineup plays both sides of the ball. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm here to tell you guys that impact offensively can outweigh a great defender, is what I'm trying to say. Because, for example, right, Kyrie Irving, and I know you think Kyrie Irving is a great defender. Nobody else does, but we'll just use him in this example. Kyrie Irving and Derek White, who is you taking? Derek White is a way better defender than Kyrie Irving, but his offensive game is not on Kyrie Irving's level. You're going to take Kyrie Irving over Derek White more than likely. And that's what I mean when I say you don't have to be a great defender to have more impact. You said Kyrie is more skilled. Yeah, he has more impact offensively, which means that people tend to care about the offensive side of the ball more than they do defense in the NBA. Not all guards have the same level of skill Kyrie has. Now that's true. We all love Kyrie. We all rock with Kyrie, but I just had to bring that up to prove my point. You say Kyrie is in the lane of his own second coming of AI. You say there's not many two-way players in the league to me. It's not, bro. It's like what? It's like I can only think of like what, 5? Maybe like 5 to 10, right? That's why defense is a little overrated in the NBA. That's why I'm like, when people try to put two-way players above great offensive players, that don't matter in the NBA for real. I ain't gonna lie, it really don't. Defense matters only to a certain extent. He said Ish is daydreaming about Kyrie all day long. she rocks with Kyrie. You said it's not the bars in hell. She rocks with Kyrie, man, but it is what it is when it comes to him. You say I say Ant, Jalen Brown, and Giannis. True, true, true. Who else can we add to that list as a two-way player? SGA a little. Now, if I said I wanted to have Lucas babies, I would be wrong, right? On that note, I'm out. Thanks for the basketball talks, guys and gals. All right, Jalen. You said pull his pants up when you finish. You wild, Ish. You wild for that, Ish. You said I might consider it, but now that he lost that extra 100 million, I don't know. But all right, Jalen, appreciate you, man. We'll chop it up. We'll chop it up on the next one. Make sure you tap in, man. Playoffs coming up. And send me them 15 leg parlays that you missing. Y'all funny as hell, man. Make sure to give Luca a good night kiss. She said, bye. You talking to him or you out, Ish? Ish, you be on here clowning, I ain't gonna lie. Just make sure to do more lives, Keys. For sure, bro. For sure, man. For sure. And make sure you come back. Cause I'm gonna remember some of the shit you said and I'm gonna hold you accountable. You said, man, I can't wait until the play-in/playoff start. Bro, I'm wondering, like, why the hell didn't they have no basketball games today? They just put all of them for tomorrow. That's why I went on live today, because I'm like, I want to kind of talk about what's going on and shit. Kind of want to talk about the NBA and shit, man. It's just like, it's nothing going on today. Oh, you was talking to him? You always remembering what other people said. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I always remember what other people say. That's how I start the argument. I be like, remember when you was wrong about this? But when y'all remember what I say, I got my way of deflecting it. You said facts. I'm bored as hell watching Mickey Mouse with my son. And that Mickey Mouse shit did used to be hype though when I was a kid. That Mickey Mouse Clubhouse shit. I think it's some UFC on tonight. You watch UFC, don't you? I think it's some UFC on, but that's why I'm like, man, I'm gonna just go live, talk some basketball. Ain't no games on. I'm gonna talk some shit. But yeah, man, if y'all want to come up, I know Justin probably can't. You said nope, I don't watch UFC like that, but I'm thinking about betting the opposite of Drake. Who Drake bet on? Drake be wrong as hell when he bet. I ain't gonna lie, man. That dude Drake be putting millions on shit and be getting them hoes wrong as hell. I'm like, damn. But he got that partnership with Stake, I think. I don't think he be betting his real money. You say Drake taking UMG to court? Yeah. I'm hearing he's winning that lawsuit. I don't know if that's true or not. Another L incoming. I heard some good news. They were saying there's some good news with the Drake lawsuit. I don't know, man. I don't even know why he's suing, to be honest with you. He took the Alex dude in the main event. Let me look that up. Is it Alex Pereira fighting? Let me see. UFC, OKC, UFC, KFC. Lakers and five. Let's see who fighting tonight. Let's see. Oh, it's Alex Volk. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably be on live for a while, man. I might watch a little UFC later, but I just felt like chopping it up, talking some basketball, man. Since the dumbass NBA, they ain't put no fucking games on today. Put all of them bitches tomorrow. I think every team plays tomorrow, but none of the games really matter except what one. I think the Lakers are sitting everybody against Portland. Indy and the Cavs play. Are they gonna take that game serious? I don't think so. I think Cavs have no reason to play everybody. Yeah, everybody pretty much sitting all their players tomorrow, except the Clippers and Warriors. What if the Jazz beat the Wolves? Ish. She low key rock with the Jazz too. Both of your teams going against each other. Man, if the T Wolves lose that game, bro, that'd be absolute insanity, bro. She gonna be hype as hell when the Jazz get Cooper Flag. The Wolves minus 22 and a half. God damn. That is insane, bro. I might fuck around and bet the opposite. Is the Jazz sitting everybody? They probably is sitting everybody. Bro, that is a huge spread, dog. The Wolves, they playing everybody? The Jazz plus 2,000. Bro, you put like $20 on them, that's good money. But the Jazz are not winning, bro. I kind of want to do some dumb shit and take the Jazz plus 22 and a half. I kind of want to do that, bro. I might actually look into that. Colin Sexton playing. Wolves playing everyone. 22 and a half is insanity, bro. But I'm not betting on that shit, bro. I'm not betting on that, bro. Hell no, I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, bro. I don't even want to take no risk like that. Colin Sexton almost beat a team 3v5 in college. I just came back. So did y'all hear that people are upset that the tech was revoked for Ant to play tomorrow? They saying the NBA rigged it for the Lakers. What? Man, people just be saying anything, bro. People say anything against the Lakers. Hey, Ish, he was asking you who you got in the Jazz versus T Wolves. He said your two favorite teams going at it. So that they couldn't see Warriors or OK or T Wolves in the first round. T Wolves, the Timber Puppies. What you mean Warriors or OKC? Ain't no way. Ain't no way OKC was in the running to play LA. You said Ant is playing. He about to put belt to ass like he did Ja the other night. Ant went crazy. Didn't Ant just drop 40 recently? Fuck him. They ruined my parlay. Now, if he wasn't playing, that'd be a different story. Now, I think if Ed didn't play, I still think the Timberwolves would beat the fucking Jazz. I know you love your Jazz. Let me find out the Jazz is your second favorite team. Let me find out. Jazz beat us, Keys. They did? Nope, they aren't. The Grizz gave you 51 points in the third quarter. That's insane. Pure insanity, bro. Pure insanity. Oh, it was 52. I knew that Timberwolves and Grizzlies game was gonna be lit. Oh, they gave up. Yeah. That's fucking pathetic, bro. 50 something in the quarter is wild, bro. And you didn't stream it. I know. I know. I was on some bullshit. I should have came late and popped on. I always miss the fucking good games. Like when I'm like, nah, I can't stream tonight. It's always some good ass games. We lost a 24-point lead the night before, Justin. Yeah, that was embarrassing. How didn't y'all? Was that to the Heat? Who did that happen against when y'all blew that fucking lead? Who was that against? Bucks hit us with a finish him. Oh, it was against the Bucks. Okay, it was the Bucks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You said, yeah, I know. They hold my parlay also because I took the Grizz. You said, oh, I'm back. Looked at the NBA lineup for tomorrow. Watch the Lakers plus 130 against the Trailblazers. Well, the Lakers are sitting everybody. LeBron's not playing. Luka's not playing. Um, Rui's not playing. Lakers are pretty much sitting everybody because they already got their playoff seed locked up. So that's why Finch is trash. LeBron pulled his bro. Pause, dog. And I don't even say that. That's wild. You just said that, dog. That's wild, bro. You said he pulled his meat. You said, gotcha. No wonder they ain't showing player props. Probably closer to game time. Yeah. Yep. They gonna wait till it's game time. It's gonna be a bunch of bench dudes. And look, man, coming from a guy who gambles a lot, right? And I lose a lot, and I win here and there too. To me, don't bet on nothing tomorrow outside unless you looking at that Warriors and Clippers game. That's my opinion. Don't bet nothing tomorrow and just wait for the play in and playoff games. In my opinion, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting one small bet in tomorrow. I might get that bitch in by the night, but I'm putting one small bet in tomorrow on the Clippers and Warriors matchup, and that's it. And then after that, I'm gonna just wait till the play in. You said take Wolves minus 22 and a half and the Clippers money line. That minus 22 and a half, that sounds, I might do that, bro. But what if they actually lose by that much, bro? I'm gonna be pissed. Remember that one time during the season we seen that big ass line. It was like what 20 and a half or something. I think it was the Raptors and somebody during the season, and we was like, we should take it. We didn't take it, and we ended up being right. So man, I might take Jazz plus 22 and a half. Call me crazy if you want. Call me crazy, man, but I think they could lose by 20. But yeah, right now, man, don't bet a lot right now, man. Just wait. Just wait. The good games are coming up. So you said the Jazz have to play Colin. They got in trouble a few weeks back for sitting players. I noticed like when teams want to sit somebody, they start putting random injuries next to their name. They be like, for example, they be like Colin Sexton toe out, Colin Sexton ear out. You know, they be saying some weird shit like that. Like Colin Sexton headache out. You said I can't help it, man. Nah, bro. You got to stop gambling, bro. You said not too often do you get 14 plus games in one night. They all start very early too, from 1 p.m. to like 3:30 p.m. Yeah, they're all early games. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to fucking stream. They so early. But I'm gonna probably come in here tomorrow night. We're gonna talk about all the playoffs matchups tomorrow. Tomorrow night we're gonna talk about all the matchups. You say I don't like that you said you can't help it, bro. That don't sound good, man. Do I need to put the gambling hotline number on the screen, bro? Let me know, man. I'm trying to do my part, bro. You said it looks like the Pacers are playing their starters. Why? Why, bro? That's crazy. Watch one of the coaches get hurt. Well, I said coaches. Watch one of the players get hurt that they need. Watch Tyrese Halliburton fucking hamstring fall off the bone. You said I've called before. I'm overqualified. You said they're not playing no games tomorrow. Down to the last game. It's just not smart. I mean, the Cavs are sitting everybody. The Cavs are sitting everybody. So I don't understand why the Pacers would play their guys. That's just not smart at all. That's just some dumb shit, man. Because then one of them starters get hurt that you need, it's over with. I don't know what you mean when you say you overqualified, bro. But you say the Bulls playing Vu and Kobe White as of now. Shit, they shouldn't play nobody either. They should just rest up. They're already locked into that ninth spot, right? Against they're already locked into going against Miami. So let me make my official predictions right now for the play-in games. We don't know the 7-8. Uh, we don't know the 7-8 for the West, but I'll predict the other three. You said I think the Nuggets have to play their starters. They can still be a play-in team. Yeah. Wait, so who is the Nuggets playing tomorrow? Let me see. Oh, they play Houston. Well, Houston's gonna sit everybody. Dallas versus Kings. I'm going with the weak ass Kings. I might have to go with the no, but the Kings are so man. Both of them, I don't know, bro. Maybe Kings, bro. I don't know, bro. Mavs could beat them. Bulls Heat. I'm gonna go with. You said you got Dallas. Yeah, I might go with Dallas, bro. Now that I think about it, bro, AD might go berserk on them boys. Bulls Heat. I'm going with probably Heat, bro. Maybe the Heat, man. Bam, Hero. Is Wiggins healthy or is he hurt? Maybe the Heat, unless Josh Giddey go wild. And then I got Magic over Hawks. You said Grizzlies locked into the 8, but yeah, I don't know who the 7 gonna be. We gonna figure that out. We gonna have that information by tomorrow night, and then I'm gonna come on live. We gonna talk about all the matchups. Dallas over the Kings. That matchup kind of fucked me up because I could see either one of them teams winning. You said I'm too much of a degenerate to waste my time on making that call. Man, I've been down that path, bro. Once you get to losing all that money, bro, that shit get depressing, man. Gambling is fun when you winning, but when you losing, bro, that shit horrible, bro. That shit awful, dog. So make sure you could pay your bills, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna tell you, bro. Has this tanking BS and sitting players strategically been happening in the NBA since forever? Yep. Yep. Single bets is where it's at, Jalen, if you want to make money. Yeah. He ain't lying on that. Them single bets is where it's at. Just pick one team. Don't do all them damn parlays, man. Them parlays is not hitting, bro. You say I might take the Wolves over Grizzlies if they playing each other? Yeah. He said, I'm all right. Like I said, because of my tier status at the casino, I get free credits. The only queef is these bets have to be plus 200. Oh, okay. He said, I wouldn't. You wouldn't take the Wolves over the Grizzlies? Ish? That's crazy you saying that. You think the Grizzlies will beat them? That's crazy. Not the way Ant was balling like that. That was very disrespectful. You read that wrong. I'm taking the Wolves ish. 52 points in the quarter. Got it. Before this last matchup. They could win, but it would be very close this time around. Remember, they beat the Wolves the last 2 games. Those teams are basically like neck and neck to me. Grizzlies and the T Wolves like this. They like the same tier team, bro. You said who, bro? Grizzlies are a tough matchup for the Wolves. Ant would need to play lights out every time to beat them. You say I like the Grizzlies, but they play no defense at all. He said, "Yeah, them niggas suck." You don't even know who we talking about, bro. You don't even know who we talking about, dog. You just coming in saying people suck. He say Ant puts the Grizzly. No, you say Ant puts the Wolves slightly over the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson, the only defender. True. I mean, that is true. Jaren Jackson is basically their only defender. John Edwards. Man, I go with the T Wolves over the Grizzlies, man. The Grizzlies, how they've been looking these last few games, bro, in these important games. He said Jackson trash now. Hey, Sam over there talking about some Jaren Jackson trash. Hey, Sam, do you want to come up and talk your shit? He said, Sam, high as hell. Hey, Sam, they on YouTube, so you don't see what they saying. You on Facebook. You said what? You guys don't think Ja plays D with that finger gun style? You said Triple J the best player on the team this season. Yeah, Jaren Jackson been playing the best this season. He said, "What you mean? I am." Oh, he said, "Oh, I'm about to go to YouTube." Now I'm saying you could come up and they could hear you and shit if you don't feel like just being in the chat. If you want me to drop the link, I can. Actually, I will just in case anybody do want to come up. I've been on here yapping for a while. Yes, sir. He said I'm here. I just dropped the link in the chat if anybody want to come up and get y'all opinions off. Get it off y'all chest. He said, I am high for sure. Oh, yeah, we know it. We already know what's going on. We already know you over there blow. How you talking? He said, dead. You just smoked the blunt, huh? He said, I just got done smoking. But yeah, bro. He said, that makes 2 of us, Lamar. Damn, everybody in the chat blow? Everybody in the chat blow. Damn. He said Jackson ain't been the same since he won Defensive Player of the Year. Come on, man. Man, Jackson been playing decent this year. I just don't believe in the Grizzlies, man. Plus, the one thing I always hated about Jaren Jackson, why the hell he can't rebound the basketball, bro? Let me Google how many rebounds do Jaren Jackson average, bro? Because it is too little for him to be a power forward. Because I bet on his rebounds. One time, I think they had it at like 4, and he still went under. I said, dog, a fucking power forward can't get 4 fucking rebounds. I was so mad, bro. How many rebounds do Jaren Jackson average? I bet you it's 5 or less. It's at 5.6. To me, that's not acceptable, bro. Like, you said because he's soft. He said his ass stay at the 3-point line unless he got a mismatch. Bro, how tall is he? He got to be about 6'10", at least. He got to be about 6'10". Averaging 5 damn rebounds. That's fucking sad, bro. You said he good in the paint for sure, but that nigga he too busy taking threes with that ugly ass shot. He shoot like a girl, in my opinion. You said he's 6'3". No, I don't think he that short. You said he shoot like a girl. His shot is ugly as hell, no cap. No cap, bro. When he shoot, that shit look like it's not going in, bro, every time. But he be hitting them hoes. Hey Sam, who you got in the Pistons versus Knicks? Cause Justin, he said he got the Knicks in 6. And I think you said you got the Pistons, but who you got, bro? He said Pistons in 5. Damn, 5? Nah, you blow, bro. He said you don't fuck with Triple J because he is Spartan. He high. Pistons in 5 is crazy. No, that's wild, bro. No, that's crazy. I don't think 5, bro. If Pistons do win, I think 6 or 7, dog. This dude Sam high as hell, Lamar high as hell, dog. Came over here. Damn, dog. You gotta put the blunt down, man. Why everybody in the chat high? I'm the only one sober. Shit, I need to get me a little something going then. Shit, I need to get me a little, at least a drink or something. Shit. He said, y'all heard me, man, bro. You said it's Saturday, bro. Yeah, you blow, bro. We know what day it is. We know it's Saturday, bro. He said, go ahead. I probably need to get me a drink, dog. You about to force me to get a drink. You about to force me. He said, I'm off the Tito's. I think I got some Don Julio. Hey, if y'all gonna force me, I ain't got no choice. Y'all threatening me over the internet. You said Justin drunk as hell. Yeah, you already know how Justin living. Justin be gone every night for real, especially on the weekend. Shit, she probably drunk. She probably smoking. I don't know if Ish smoke or drink. I don't know. Some of them opinions she be having, she probably do. You said he okay. I don't know, bro. Why you asking me if that man okay? I don't know, bro. I hope he good. Shit. He ain't commenting in like 30 seconds. Something might be wrong, bro. Oh, you said he drunk every night. You right. It might be something wrong with him, bro. We might have to check on him. You said I usually have a glass of wine. I'm sober right now. I don't get into anything else. Y'all got that? Shit, I don't smoke. I used to smoke. I don't. I quit. How long has it been? It's been since, let's see, September of last year. So I'm over a year in. I'm over a year. No, I just passed a year and 6 months of not smoking, so I don't smoke no more. You said weekends only. I've been on the Taylor Port lately. Man, I still ain't had the Taylor Port shit. That shit good. And Ish, what wine you be drinking, Ish? You say Taylor Port should be considered hard liquor. It's that strong? I still ain't had it, bro. I still ain't had it, bro. I've been seeing it go all around social media though, but I ain't had it, so I don't know. It said I don't do anything else. Like we over here doing hard drugs, right? She trying to act like she better than us because she drink wine and shit. Man, for real. Yeah, she trying to act like she all uppity because she drink a little glass of wine. She probably be it probably don't even be one glass. It probably be 4, 5 glasses. She probably be hammered off the wine. She be getting hammered off that shit, talking about she don't do nothing else. Like we up here snorting shit. I rarely drink though. I chilled out on all that shit, bro. She banging whole bottles. She too deep in. Yeah, she how she typed that comment, I could tell. The way she put that text out, she off the wine right now. But yeah, man, by tomorrow we gonna know a lot more information. I want y'all to all come back tomorrow. We gonna talk about all of these playoff series and all the matchups. We gonna talk about all this shit, man. Key said he 30 now. He taking it easy on his body. You low key right. You low key right about that. Moscato and Liberty Creek. I am better than y'all. Sweet stuff. Justin listed like 5 different drinks. Yeah, Justin, he be drinking, dog. He done told me about so many different tequilas. I'm like, damn, I only know about like one, two, maybe three. I do drink Moscato though, but I haven't in a while. I haven't in a while. What is Liberty Creek? What the hell is that? Let me Google that right now. Liberty Creek. What the hell is Liberty Creek? That sounds like a city or something. Sound like a city on Fortnite. Liberty Creek. Oh, it's like a sweet wine or something. Let's go to images. Okay. Okay. I see what it is. You said it's a sweet red wine. You said Ish go to Total Wine and more. You would probably go crazy in there. Yeah, Total Wine got everything known to man. Total Wine for sure is the best wine store and liquor, period. They got everything in there. I had to chill on going in there, man. I was going in there taking classes, bro. I was taking tequila classes and wine classes and shit. And the main reason I was going is because you get all the free samples. You ain't got to pay for none of that shit. I mean, you got to pay for the class, but you get to try all those different drinks just because you in the class. You said I go to Publix and CVS more convenient for me. It'd be a lot of hoes in Total Wine. That's what I heard. Man, I don't know nothing about that, bro. I don't know shit about that, man. I don't know nothing about that. You don't know shit about Total Wine, bro. You just over here trolling, bro. You for sure trolling. You don't want to be some hoes in there. I don't know, bro. I can't vouch for that. He said, "Good to know, Lamar." He said, "Good to know." So you put Jalen on. He said he about to go. You said, "I ain't never been." Oh, that's just what you heard. Okay, you ain't been. You just heard it. You ain't seen it. You just heard it, something like that. Okay, hey, I can't fault you for that. You said it's Total Wine 40 minutes away from me, but I go when I'm near. Damn, y'all do got a Total Wine. Y'all got a Total Wine in Michigan? That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know y'all had a Total Wine. You said they don't have Total Wine where I'm from. Where you from, bro? Where you from, Jalen? Justin is an alcoholic, not gonna lie. Yeah, Ish, I think you right. I think you right. She said 40 minutes is insane. You said, yeah, y'all got a few of them. You said, I'm sure if he go in and play stupid, they'll help you. Then you could be like, do you mind sharing the glass? Easy pull. Oh, you from Pennsylvania? Okay. Okay. Ain't that where Dr. Umar from? What you be drinking, Jalen? Everybody else be saying what they drinking. You said Justin for sure be on that bottle. Yeah, he do, bro. Especially on the weekends, bro. Especially on the weekends, man. Closest one is in Novi. Okay. Yeah, you be traveling for that shit. Oh, you drink Hennessy? Hennessy, bro. Hennessy so damn nasty, bro. But I've been on a tequila too long, bro. I think I kind of want to try Henny the next time I get drunk. The next time I drink, I might go to the Henny, bro. He said the Henny. I think the next time I drink, that's when I'm gonna be on. You said all I drink is Taylor Port and green tea shots. You said get some gin again, bro. Oh my god, bro. Bro, don't ever say that again, bro. Don't say that, bro. I hate that shit, bro. That shit destroyed my stomach when I drunk gin. That's what them old motherfuckers drink, bro. All the old heads drink gin. I'd be like, why the fuck is they drinking that shit? You say the easiest for your system is vodka and gin if you willing to try. No, gin is horrible for your system, bro. Bro, I drunk some gin, bro. I felt my stomach compressing and shit, bro. It felt like it was something in my stomach, bro. I threw up instantly. The green tea shots is pretty fire. They straight. You say I still need a chaser for regular Henny. I just do a mixed drink off the Henny. You say what's in the green tea shot? That sounds good. Jameson, Sprite, and something else. Hell yeah, I puked off that shit. And peach schnapps. I don't think I had the peach schnapps yet. Let me Google that. What's that? Peach schnapps. Have I had that? Let me Google that. See what that is. Peach. Let's see what that look like. Peach schnapps beverage. Let's see. Oh no, I haven't had that unless I had it in like a mixed drink. No, I ain't had that before. Nope, I never had that. Y'all say that shit good. I should go cop me some of that. But you did say what's in the green tea shot. What exactly is in it? What's in green tea shots? Oh, that's why you said peach snaps. Okay, so it says it's an Irish whiskey, peach snaps, a sour mix, and a lemon lime soda. Okay. That's what's in the green tea shot? I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what was in it. I've had one before. I had somebody like when I was at a restaurant order it, but I never knew what was in it exactly. It's usually in mixed drinks. Yeah, yeah. That's the only time I had it. You said the green tea has Jameson, Sprite, and peach snaps. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. So I have had a green tea shot before. Tell me why I thought it was like green tea. When I first heard it, I thought it was like green tea with liquor in it. I'm like, hell no. Nah. I'm like, hell no. Nah. But somebody ordered that shit for me. I forgot who it was. Somebody ordered that shit for me, and I was like, damn, that bitch was good. You said you would like a white tea, Keith. Let's see. What is white tea? Let me Google that. Since y'all some alcoholics and I don't know this shit, let me Google that. What's white tea? White tea. Let's see. White tea shot. Is that what it is? A white tea shot? It says equal parts vodka, peach schnapps, and a sour mix. So it's similar to the green tea shot. It's very similar to the green tea. He said, "Facts, Sam." You said I barely drink. You said, "Man, how we go from sports to drugs and alcohol? This shit beyond me." But continue. Hey man, I'm just talking about what the people talk about, man. We having fun tonight, dog. We just kicking it, man. We just having fun, man. Sam, you need to come up on the live. You need to come up on the live, dog. I gotta ask you a few questions, bro. I gotta ask you some questions, dog. You said maybe 3 to 4 times a month you drink. You say usually they put tequila in it. Y'all discuss drugs. I must have missed that. Yeah, you probably missed it. You probably missed it. We talked a little bit about drugs. He said we talked about weed. Say no, I'm playing with you. Yeah, that's all we talked about. We was just talking about weed, which I don't smoke. Stay off the weed. You said you finishing up cooking. Hey, what you cooking, dog? What you cooking, bro? That man always cooking, bro. These strong, healthy motherfuckers know how to cook, work out, do all that shit, man. I hate that shit. Trying to put us on hard drugs. Yeah, Ish, she acting all uppity, talking about she only do wine. Now I do agree with Ish. That sweet wine is the best. Sweet wine is the best wine for real. That bitter shit, ugh, hell no. That bitter wine, man. You said weed legal where me and Sam live at. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Wait till they legalize that shit over here. Wait till they legalize that shit over here, man. I don't know where it's from. It might be legal where she from. You don't know that. So is you never smoked, or you just not into it, or what? Or you smoked and then you stopped? You said meal prep, dog. Sweet potatoes, fries, chicken wings, mashed potatoes, and I made some beef strips and bell peppers and onions and gravy. I'm putting that shit on the mashed potatoes. Damn. You done cooked a whole slab, bro. You didn't. Damn, dog. Damn. Shit sound good as hell. Beef strips with the bell peppers and gravy with the mash. Ooh. Shit sound crazy. Huh, huh. About to make me do that Glorilla. Huh, huh. You say Brian be drinking wine during timeouts and when he's sitting on the bench. Brian do be drinking a little bit of wine. I ain't gonna lie. He be drinking that shit on his podcast. You said if she smoked, she would have probably slowed down her talking. Man, man, chill on Ish, man. Ish gonna get on you, or she gonna ignore you. You said my cheat day got out of hand. What you have, dog? I probably could guess what you had, bro. You probably had a whole 12 count of Krispy Kreme donuts. I know how you get down with the Krispy Kremes. You said facts. I need a plate. You say I have, but like twice. I don't like the way it makes me feel. Feel like I can't pace myself the same I can with alcohol. Oh, that's understandable. That's understandable. You're not the only person to say something like that. I don't think Justin used to smoke. I used to tell him to smoke. I know some people they be like, I don't like the way it makes me feel, and then they say what else they used to say. Um, what else? You said that don't sound like weed. She was on some other shit, huh? What color was it? You said I just started smoking about 5 years ago for sure. Hell yeah. I remember when you didn't. Yeah, I remember when you didn't smoke and shit, and I was smoking every fucking day, bro. I had to chill, bro. I think I didn't burnt myself out doing that shit, bro. I was doing that shit for like 10 years straight. Shit, probably more than that. No, it was about no, it was probably about 11 years straight I was smoking, bro. I had to chill. You said you try edibles as well. It's a no for me. Now, edibles, if you get them strong bitches, ooh, that high is crazy. That high is crazy off them edibles if they strong. You say, yeah, the tolerance becomes so high, you need so much to slightly be buzzed. Yes, exactly. That's why I had to quit. You said, Keith, you've been smoking since like eighth grade. No, the fuck I haven't, bro. No, the hell I haven't. Hell no, bro. I was too scared to smoke in eighth grade. My parents would have beat the hell out of me. All I cared about in eighth grade was basketball. That's all I cared about. That's all I was worried about. But yeah, that's part of the reason I had to stop though. The tolerance got so high. And I just like, man, this shit ain't worth it no more. Cause one blunt wasn't doing it for me no more. Like I was high, but not where I needed to be. You said my parents still beat the hell out of me regardless. Hold on, how old is you? Hold on, how old is you? You getting the hell beat out of you by your parents still? Hold on. Are you legal? Oh shit, we about to get caught up in a Rico. You got an underage? Oh hell no. We talking about drugs and shit, and you come on. How old is you, man? I'm an old head. Okay. I thought you was, man. I ain't about to get swooped up in the Rico like Big U and them. Hell no. I ain't about to be Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. Hell no. Hell no. I'm glad you're an old head though. That was scary for a minute. Make sure you say that first the next time. You said, no, I feel him. I don't smoke or drink in front of my mom. No, I get that. I don't like cussing in front of my parents either. Like, I don't feel right if I cuss in front of my mom and shit. So I try not to. No, I'm on the same page with you as that. I mean, the only reason that my mom knew I smoked was because I did get caught and shit. And she was like, N word, you smoking? I said, yeah. I mean, it was nothing I could do. I had the blunt lit. Like, you could see the smoke coming off the blunt. She like, N word, you smoking? I'm like, shit, what I'm gonna say? No, with a fucking blunt in my hand, a half smoked blunt in my hand. You say I was drunk in front of her during Christmas, but I low key don't think she noticed. Nah, she probably noticed, bro. Yo drunk ass didn't notice that she noticed. That's what it was. Nah, she definitely noticed, bro. She definitely noticed, dog. You said me and my girl hotboxed my car and she got in it the next day, and I just blamed it on my dad. Damn. Oh, your dad be blowing? You said, Keith, you still betting? Yeah, I'm still betting, bro. I'm gonna put one bet in for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna put some bets in. I'm gonna wait till the play-in games, and I'm gonna put some bets in on those. You said my mom smoke. I supply her the pre rolls. We be high as hell. And it's kind of cool when your mom smoke though, cause it's like she chill about it. You know what I'm saying? You said my cousins always pull up for Thanksgiving fried, trying to be low key. Like, nah, we see you. Hey, Ish, that's one of the biggest things I've realized since I stopped. Like, cause when I used to do it, right, I always was thinking, do this person know that I'm high? Like, do these people in this grocery store know I'm blowed? And the answer is always yes. Coming from the perspective of me not smoking no more, I realized that they always knew. Bro, the smell is so damn strong, bro. It's no way people don't know. You said he did not play that shit cool. Hell no. Nah. Bro was fucked up in front of like if you high and you gotta ask yourself, do this person know? They know, bro. They know. They know. They know. One, because of the smell. Two, bro, you don't act the same, bro. You be way slower. Your eyes be low or they be red. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the dumbest thing that stoners do and smokers do, they put the dumbass cologne and the body spray over the fucking smoke on their clothes, bro. So now you smell like some damn YSL cologne with weed smoke, and you thinking you cool. You smell like some damn Givenchy cologne, and you got some dumbass weed smoke on you. You think nobody can tell, motherfucker? We can fucking smell that shit. You said I only smoke my weed pen around my OG. You said that smell smells good though, Keys. Yeah, no, I do like the smell. Like, even though I don't smoke, when I'm around my brother and shit, like I do like being around it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I do like smelling it sometimes and shit. But my whole point is I was dumb as hell when I used to smoke, bro. Cause I thought niggas, bro, I thought they didn't know. I thought they didn't know that I was blow. And the whole time, this whole 10 years, bro, This whole time, bro, they was knowing I was high the whole time. That's kind of sad. Cause I was thinking I was being low key. You say that's the best combo, Justin. She said put that weed down. I mean, no, she said put that drink down. You said the hoes don't know if they want to get hot or humble you when you say it like that. Bro, you always bringing up the hoes, man. Damn, dog. You said that's the best way with the pen. No, the pen is a great way to disguise because you could, bro. When I used to smoke and I wanted to smoke like in a hotel room, I hit the pen. The pen is not gonna set off the smoke alarm in the hotel room, and the smell is gonna go away, especially if you open up the window. Just hit the weed pen, and people can't really tell. So that is smart to hit the pen. That's smart to just hit the pen when you know what I'm saying. You trying to be discreet. You said they come a long way with weed from back then to now. Yeah, you right. You right. It's so different. It's so different. And then the weed now, that shit so damn strong. They be having moon rocks and all this shit. It's so damn strong now, man. They be putting all them chemicals and shit in it now. It ain't even the normal high no more. That shit come with paranoia now. It ain't used to be like that back in the day. Well, I don't know for sure because I ain't that old. You said when you get a chance, Keys, look up middle betting. Let me do a quick search on that right now. We ain't gonna get into all of that, but I'm gonna look it up for you. Middle betting. I've heard of arbitrage betting. Um, I think I might know what this is. Let's see. Say you bet the Saints at -3.5 against the Bucks later in the week. The line moved to 4.5. You can take Tampa Bay plus 4.5, guaranteeing that at least one of those bets will win. Okay, so it's like when you play both sides of the bet. You said that's what I do. The pen clutch. Yeah, that pen, bro. That pen is clutch, dog. But it's hard to find them out here. It's hard to find them out here, man. I know y'all probably got them in the smoke shops where y'all be at. Make sure you do it on two different sites. Why you say that? Yeah, that's how the Warriors and Clippers line is. That shit moving towards the Clippers' favorite. Hey Sam, who winning in that Clippers and Warriors matchup tomorrow? I gotta get your thoughts on that, bro. Who winning in that matchup? Hey, hold on, I'll be right back too. I gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be back. All right, I'm back, y'all. You say because they won't allow you, they'll catch on. Okay, okay. I'll probably make a bet on that game. Clippers versus the Warriors. Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody's opinion on that. I don't know if Ish is in here. I think she already said Warriors though. Justin say Clips. Ish said Warriors. What's my opinion on it? I think Justin, you only saying Clips probably because the payout. I don't know if you really think they gonna win. You say yeah, Warriors. Steph about to go off. What's the one bet you making tomorrow? It's definitely gonna be from that game. I think I'm gonna just do some player prop stuff for tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna pick a game. That one is close to call. It's very close to call that one. You said Clippers got a better all around team, in my opinion. I'm surprised you saying that. You say Steph wants to play LeBron in the playoffs. Shit, it don't matter what you want to do. Shit, it don't matter what you want to do. And Steph could go off and they could still lose. Steph could go off, they could still lose. You said wishes don't always come true. Plus, Golden State already have enough titles as a 3-point revolution team. Harden been playing insane. I wouldn't be surprised if he did get player of the month. Harden is one of the best player props. Yeah, get that hit that Harden for over 9.5 assists. He cashed me out on the last time I did that one. It's just with Harden, I never bet on his points, bro, because I never know if he's gonna get that shit. You say Warriors will win because Steph is a closer and clutch. No one on the Clippers team is as clutch from three as Steph, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I could see both sides of it. That's why it's hard for me to pick. It's very hard for me to pick because the Warriors is at home too. But if Steph ain't fully healthy, then it's a wrap. I don't know how serious that finger injury is. You said I don't know about that ish. I can name like three players from the Clippers who are pretty good given that open chance. Who guard Zubac? Draymond Green. Y'all know I hate Draymond. I can't stand that dude. You said yeah, if he isn't healthy, I think he healthy though. He healthy enough. You said BBQ chicken for anybody who's guarding him. Has he cooked Draymond all season? I think you sent me their stats and shit. You said I said not as clutch as Steph from the three. I didn't say they didn't have any shooters. You said what? Keith Draymond is a beloved favorite? Nah. I got a huge issue with Draymond Green, man. I don't respect that dude. I don't rock with that dude, man. Draymond the clown, bro. Who's guarding Steph without fouling him from the three with 10 seconds left on the clock? Is he gonna make that shot though? Steph didn't always have the reputation of being clutch. There's a lot of people who actually said quite the opposite, that he's not clutch. Remember, they used to say Steph wasn't clutch. I know y'all remember that. He said Chris Dunn gonna clamp him. He also one of the best defenders in the league. You think he gonna clamp Steph? He has shown up in big moments and made damn near impossible shots. That would be the only way face guard Steph. Justin, can you give me any solid advice for sports betting NBA? Single bets. Single bets. That's his best advice for you. Also take opinions and wisdom from y'all as well. I agree with him. Single bets is the best way to roll. If you want to win. Now, if you want to try to take lottery ticket chances and make all that fucking money, so you only going after bets that's plus 200. So that's I don't know. You said shit, Jazz plus 2,000 tomorrow. What you mean? I've hit a 20 leg max parlay once and a few 19 legs and several 18 legs. That's just too many, man. If you're gonna do that many and actually expect to win, I say put a little bit of money on it, man. Do not put a lot. Like, do not put a lot of money on that shit. You said that Golden State line moved from 4.5 to 2.5. I wasn't really sure why it was 4.5 to begin with, honestly. What does that mean, Justin? Well, I'm gonna let him try to explain it. It's easy to understand though. You said I do small wagers, nothing over $1. Okay. That makes sense if you're doing 20 leg, fucking parlays. That means they have to win by three or more. Yeah. So when Golden State was favored by 4.5. That means they had to win by 5 or more. And when it moves to 2.5, that means they have to win by 3 or more. You say the books for the most part is pretty good. They have better info than any one single person. Well, yeah, they got all the data. That's how they make money. That's why with gambling, you should never really expect to win majority of your bets. You said probably because Steph questionable and people are betting on the Clippers now. Okay, so they thinking like me. Steph hits a dagger with 5 defenders on him. Bang! Nah, you tripping? Is 5 defenders is crazy. You might be right though. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow. I don't think I can go live for the game, man. I don't think I can go live for the game. I do gotta work tomorrow, but after I will be on live, man. You said that shit ain't happening. You said, yeah, the books are determined by info and those who make bets. Yep. Yep. But you can win against Vegas every now and then. Sometimes they make bad lines and stuff. You said I'm a number stats probabilities person. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yes, you can find discrepancies between the sports book platforms. Yeah, that's how a lot of people be gambling. They find those and then that's what they roll with. That's how they do it. Me, I mean, I look at some numbers, but I don't really base everything off those numbers. I kind of go off a lot of what I think gonna happen. Like based on how good a team been playing and stuff like that. As far as players go, you guys have me beat. Yeah, you said you ain't start watching the NBA until this year, right? I seen something about crazy about the Pistons, man. I think it said that they had lost like 14 straight playoff games. You said, and the weed helps the cause. He said, I smoke and drink. That's how I used to be, bro. You said, yeah, they haven't won a game since '03. I mean '08. Damn. That's why you picking the Knicks. They gonna win the game this year, bro. But no, that's you got any tips for MLB? Justin do be watching MLB. I ain't gonna lie. I don't fuck with that MLB shit, man. If I do, I be hitting them for all unders. But yeah, man, I wish it was some NBA on tonight, bro. You said you only watched the Tigers. I thought you fucked with MLB. There was underdogs yesterday and today and won both games. Damn. You ain't bet it? You definitely should have bet that one if you did. You said I'm gonna do it. Clippers money line and Harden at 30 to 35 PRA should make the plus 200. So your bet's got to be plus 200. All right, man. Good luck. You got a chance though. I mean, Clippers, they not a bad team, bro. They could win the game. And Harden definitely could go off. I don't know who they gonna have Harden, who they gonna put on Harden to shut him down. Moses Moody or something. I don't know. Oh, only the ones with the free credits. Oh, okay. But yeah, man. I'm just looking forward to that game tomorrow, man. So I can see who the Lakers gonna match up with, so we can know all the matchups for the West. That's what I'm waiting on. Think it's gonna be a close game though. But you better hope Harden get that PRA. Cause if the Clippers win and Harden don't get that PRA, you gonna be hurt. You gonna be ready to break down and cry. Clippers and Nuggets money line with Harden and Jokic triple double. That's kind of a good bet. I mean, Jokic probably getting that triple double for real. Nuggets are probably winning the game. What's the Nuggets odds? What's the Nuggets odds on that? You said just as long as it's not a blowout, then they won't sit Harden. But if they do, I could be F. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think both teams is probably gonna play their hardest. I think it'll be a close one. I think everybody for the Clippers is suiting up, and everybody for Golden State is suiting up. So everybody they'll be ready. Oh, minus 360 for Denver. Okay. Is you doing that shit though? You ain't putting that shit in, man. That is a good bet though. You said it's minus 380 on that platform. What platform you be betting on? Right now, ESPN bet only. You ain't got FanDuel, man. FanDuel ain't legal where I'm from. Where that's where I be at. And now I think they have one of the worst odds. Yeah, I ain't never been on there, bro. You say not yet. I want to see if I have any edge. But all right, man. I think I'm about to get off here, y'all. Appreciate all y'all for pulling up, man. I'll be live tomorrow. We're gonna talk about all these matchups. I just had to come on here today and talk a little ball, man, because there was no games. And I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Had a lot of fun, lots of laughs. Tomorrow we back tomorrow night, man. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow night. We're gonna have all these matchups. We're gonna get into predictions. We're gonna get into all that, man. You say if you signed up new at the other ones, there are promos that can be had. Thanks for the live, bro. Yeah, yep. You do get the promos when you sign up. No problem, man. I'll catch you tomorrow, man. Make sure you keep coming back, man. Appreciate you for supporting the channel, dog. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. I'm gone.